Hello again, Ryan Rastall here for Golfshake.com, and today we're taking a look at the brand new White Hot OG range from Odyssey. But before we do that, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, see loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. And don't forget to hit that notifications bell so that you'll be kept up to date with every video as soon as it lands on the channel. So, brand new putter line from Odyssey, the White Hot OG. Now, you'll have heard the White Hot name before, you'll have seen White Hot putters before, but there are some subtle differences to these. So we're going to have a bit of a putt with them. We're going to test them out a little bit in the Performance Centre here at Howley Hall Golf Club, and then I'll tell you everything you need to know about them. So the new White Hot OG line. Now, White Hot will not be a new name for many of you who've played golf for a long time. Many of you may still have some of the original ones in your golf bag at the moment. The OG series kind of harks back to that a little bit with some of the technology, obviously with the White Hot face, but also there's quite a lot of new things involved and new technologies that have been introduced in there as well. And the whole strap line with this line is legendary then, iconic now. So many of the players that Callaway have out on tour using Odyssey putters have always asked for this face, and a lot of them have sort of newer models of the putter that you may have seen with the White Hot insert put in there. So one of the reasons for that is just the fantastic feel that you get with it, and some of the really quick greens that those guys are playing on, they want that really soft feel when they're hitting the ball to be able to control it and hopefully perform as well as they can. So this new OG range is available in 6 different head shapes, and they're the ones that are probably the most popular within Odyssey as well. So we've got the number 1, which is your standard blade, the number 1 with the wider sole. We've got a 2-ball, obviously, is the most popular shape putter that Odyssey have ever produced. The number 5, the Rossie, and also this one, which is the number 7. Now, I've been using a number 7 putter myself for a little while. Traditionally, I've always been a player who uses a blade-shaped putter, but over the last couple of seasons, I've played around with this kind of fang number 7 model, and the one that I have currently is a Toulon design putter in that shape. So I absolutely love that shape, and hopefully this one will perform just as good as my Toulon putter, but we'll get to see that in a little while. But really, this whole range, like I say, kind of it almost kind of evokes some of that I don't know, that nostalgia that you have when you look back at old product and golf clubs that you've maybe used in the past. And certainly when White Hot was first released, I had a White Hot number 1 putter that I used to use as well, because I just absolutely love the feel of it. And to be honest, since then, never really found anything that felt quite as good and as soft. And I'm hoping this one is gonna tick that box for me. And who knows, this might even find its way into my golf bag. But let's talk a little bit about the tech. So we've obviously got this really nice silver PVD finish on the top of the putter. It just kind of lends itself quite nicely to this range in the way that it makes it look really nice and premium, and the kind of milling effect on the top of it makes the putter look really good as well. As you can see, we've got Stroke Lab in here in the form of this shaft with the nice kind of cherry red colour that we've got to it as well. What they've actually done is change this ever so slightly. So you may notice that the steel section of this Stroke Lab shaft is a little bit shorter than in the previous models that we've seen with the black Stroke Lab shaft in there. And they've also stiffened the shaft a little bit, and that was just in a way of trying to increase performance and just get the feel that little bit better as well. And then we kind of top it off with this grey DFX grip, which when I first saw it I didn't really like, but since I've been putting with it and I've actually played with it a couple of times, I actually really like it. And it's something that traditionally I would go for a slightly thicker grip than that, but this one feels great, and the whole balance of the putter feels lovely as well when I've played with it. I got to use it on the Brabazon at the Belfry probably what was it, probably second week of December. So we got over there and played around the golf there with all the new Callaway and Odyssey equipment, and certainly absolutely loved this when I played around the Brabazon with it. And You know, when we're talking about Odyssey on tour, it's the number one putter on tour. There's more Odyssey putters at pretty much every event that you see. There's been more Odyssey putters at every major last year. For the last 10 years on tour, it's been the number one putter. So they're obviously doing something right, and the best players in the game are choosing Odyssey putters to use. Now, obviously, Callaway and Odyssey are the same company in essence. And you'll find that all the Callaway players generally use an Odyssey putter. Now, they're obviously paid to do so, but Odyssey have more players that aren't paid using their putters than ones that are. So the best players in the world are choosing Odyssey to help them perform the best. And at the end of the day, the putter's generally the money maker, so it's the one that's going to get the job done for you and hopefully get you up the world rankings and make you some money. So it's obviously been validated by the best players out there, but we're going to put it to the test today. Have a little bit of a putt. Obviously, it would have been ideal if I could have gone out on the golf course and shown you this a little bit more, but situation as it is, we can't do that. But yeah, I'll obviously have a bit of a putt with it in the Performance Centre here and tell you what I think. But I'm really looking forward to it. I think it looks fantastic, and I'm pretty sure it's going to perform fantastic as well. So let's go hit some with it. Having had a bit of a putt with it, and as I said, I've used it once on the course when I played at the Belfry at the start of December. The biggest thing that I've got from using this White Hot insert is I'm able to control the pace a lot better, and certainly the Toulon putter I have at the moment is obviously a solid construction, doesn't have an insert in it like this does, and I find that some of the putts that I hit kind of get away from me a little bit when I'm playing on quicker greens particularly, whereas with this I found that the pace control was just so good. Whether that is with the new Stroke Lab shaft helping that a little bit as well, or whether it's just the White Hot insert, but certainly I found that the stroke was a bit more repeatable and the distance I was getting was better. So I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to put this in the bag for the start of the season and just see exactly how it performs. But I mean, like I say, I used to have a White Hot putter anyway, so this is something that's quite familiar to me. I absolutely love the Stroke Lab technology, and from the first time I ever used Stroke Lab, which was about 2 years ago at the Orlando show, we took some putters out there to test in Florida, so you can find that video on the channel as well. I've absolutely loved it, and every putter that I've had about 2 or 3 putters since then, has always had Stroke Lab in it. So it's something that I'm going to try and keep using for a long time. And the performance of this one when we're out on the golf course, it just made me think of that putter that I had 20 years ago when I was playing golf. So yeah, if you're a lover of the old White Hot, you're going to absolutely love this. Now, we've spoken about the different shapes that it's available in. It's also available without Stroke Lab should you want it. I can't think for one reason why you would want it without Stroke Lab in, because I can only think they've done that to try and hit a certain price point. But really, with the Stroke Lab shaft, most of the shapes are going to come in at about 239, something like that. With the 2-ball being the only exception, it's going to be a bit more expensive, so 269-ish with a 2-ball head shape. And then in the full steel shaft, they're going to be 199 and 219 in the 2-ball as well. But like I say, when you can pay that extra £30-40 and have Stroke Lab, I definitely do it, because it does feel so much better. So I hope you've enjoyed the review. I've certainly loved testing it, and I can't wait for us to be allowed back on the golf course so I can actually play a few more rounds with this. But this will definitely be in my bag when I do play that first round when we get back out there again. Like I say, hope you've enjoyed it. Please keep watching all of our content here on the Golfshake YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button and also the notification so you get those through every time a video goes live, and you're kept in the loop with all the latest things that are coming out within the golf industry.